Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the silent features of algae, and we have discussed about 9 characteristic features. Now today we will take up the 10th feature. The 10th characteristic feature of the algae is, as I have already told you, algae reproduce both vegetatively, asexually and sexually. Vegetatively, they reproduce by fragmentation. Asexually, they reproduce by various types of spores. These various types of spores may be motile spores. The example is zoospores, or non-motile spores. Non-motile spores में एप्लानोस्पोर्स आता है, हिप्नोस्पोर्स आता है, एकाइनिट्स और सिस्ट्स. After this, we have taken the sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction जो algae में होती हैं, this sexual reproduction takes place by the fusion of gametes. Takes place by the fusion of gametes. यानी sexual reproduction जो होती है, it takes place by the fusion of gametes, by the fusion of two gametes. One we consider as the male and another as the female. And this fusion of gametes, it takes place by 3 ways. It is of 3 types. One we call as isogames. Another we call as anisogames. And third we call as isooogames. And we have seen that sexual reproduction takes place by the fusion of gametes, and this fusion of gametes may be isogames, anisogames, and oogames. I have already told you what is isogames, what is anisogames, and what is oogames. Now let me repeat these things once again. In isogamy and isogames means both gametes, that is male and female, both gametes are similar. Both gametes are similar in size and may be motile or non-motile. Any the fusing gametes are generally similar in size. The two gametes are similar in size, and both the gametes may be motile or non-motile. That is, if male gamete is motile, female gamete is also motile, and if male gamete is non-motile, female gamete is also non-motile. The 2 examples we have: if both male and female gametes are motile, the example is Eulothrax. And in Eulothrax, both male and female gametes are motile but similar in size. But another case is Spirogyra. In Spirogyra, although both male and female gametes are similar in size, but both are non-motile. Both are non-motile. That means isogames has 2 cases. Either the male gametes, both male and female, they are similar in size, and both the gametes are similar in size, but they may be motile or non-motile. In case of Eulothrax, both male and female gametes are motile, but in case of Spirogyra, both male and female gametes are non-motile. Number 2, that is anisogames. And now we will see what is anisogames, as I have already told you in the previous lecture. Anisogames where both the gametes are dissimilar but motile. Both gametes are dissimilar but motile. but motile. That means the gametes are dissimilar in size, but both are motile. Any male gamete may be smaller, क्योंकि generally it is smaller. Female gamete is larger, but both are motile. Any male gamete is motile and female gamete is also motile. And the type of fusion, the type of reproduction in which male and female gametes are dissimilar in size but both are motile, it is called anisogamous. Now the third type is that's oogames. First we will take up the example. Its example is Eudorrhea. I am quoting the examples which are in our textbook, which are quoted in our textbook, because mostly these examples are asked in the examinations. Eudorrhea is the example where anisogamy takes place. Now the third type, that is oogamy या oogames. In oogamy, male gamete is smaller and motile, but female gamete is larger and non-motile. The type of fusion, the type of reproduction in which male gamete is smaller and motile but female gamete is larger and non-motile, it is called oogamy. And example is Volvox and Fucus. Now we have two examples, that is Volvox and Fuchs. That means in Volvox and Fucus, sexual reproduction takes place by oogamy. That is, male is smaller and motile but female is larger and non-motile. This is the sexual reproduction. Now another point, that's 11th point. These gametes, that is male and female gametes are produced in sex organs. Gametes are produced in sex organs called gametengia. And in alga, gametes, that is male and female gametes, they are produced in sex organs called gametengia. And in the sex organs in which male and female gametes are produced, they are called gametengia. Now these algal species, they may be, in alga may be homothelic. Homothelic means monoecious. Monoecious means bisexual, or heterothelic. Heterothelic means dioecious या unisexual. यानी ऐसे हम कह सकते हैं these alga, they may be homothelic, monoecious or bisexual, in which both male and female gametes, they are produced on the same thallus, or we have a separate male and female thalli, which we call as heterothelic or dioecious or unisexual. Now another point, 12th point, sex organs may be unicellular or multicellular. Sex organs may be unicellular or multicellular, but always non-jacketed except chara. This is the most important point. यानी सेक्स ऑर्गन्स में भी यूनिसेलुलर और मल्टीसेलुलर, जो सेक्स ऑर्गन्स होते हैं मेल और फीमेल सेक्स ऑर्गन्स, दे में भी यूनिसेलुलर और मल्टीसेलुलर बट ऑलवेज नॉन जैकेटेड. This non-jacketed, this is the characteristic feature of aquatic habitat. The sex organs are always non-jacketed. They are not surrounded by any sterile coat except chara. Chara is an exception. That is the advancement towards the terrestrial habitat. Chara. Chara is the only alga where sex organs are jacketed. Because this question is mostly asked in the entrance examination. In which of the alga sex organs are jacketed? That is Chara. And all the algae, they lack these jacketed sex organs. That is, sex organs are non-jacketed, but in Chara, sex organs are jacketed. Number 13th page is the embryo stage. Embryo stage is absent in alga. An embryo, that is a multicellular structure produced from the zygote. This embryo stage is absent in alga. That means in alga, when male and female gametes fuse, they produce zygote. This zygote directly produced into an algal thallus without producing embryo. This may either produce directly the multicellular plant body, or it may once again, mostly it undergoes meiosis to produce unicellular structures, which later on produce the haploid alga, that is gametophytic phase. And generally we see that embryo stage is absent in alga. This is the characteristic feature of alga, that embryo stage is absent. Now the alga, they have different types of life cycles. The life cycles of different alga may be haplontic, diplontic, or haplodiploidic. Haplontic, diplontic, or diplohaplontic. These life cycles, which we will discuss in a separate topic. Here you will only write down that these algal life cycles may be haplontic, in which the dominant phase, dominant phase of the life cycle is haploid, that is gametophytic, diploidic, or haplodiploidic. We will discuss it in later on. Number 15th point is the main algal pigments are photosynthetic. These are photosynthetic. The main algal pigments are chlorophylls, carotenoids, and phycobilanes. And in alga we have three types of pigments: chlorophylls, carotenoids, and phycobilanes. In most of other plants, phycobilanes are absent. We have no phycobilanes. This phycobilan is the characteristic of alga, and in addition this phycobilanes, it has chlorophylls and carotenoids. This we will also discuss later. Here we will write down that algal pigments it contains various pigments like chlorophylls, carotenoids, and phycobilanes. Number 16th point is, that is reserve food material. Reserve food material is polysaccharide. Reserve food material is polysaccharide. However, true starch, which is the characteristic of plants, true starch is found only in green alga. And we have various classes of alga which we will see later on. In most of the alga, the reserve food materials in the form of polysaccharide, in the form of various types of polysaccharides. However, true starch, which is the characteristic of plants, this is found only in green alga. True starch is found only in green alga. 17th point. The life cycle of alga shows two phases in its life cycle span, that is gametophytic phase and sporophytic phase. Gametophytic phase is the haploid phase and sporophytic phase is the diploid phase. haploid phase and gametophytic subdiploid phase. And both these gametophytic phase and sporophytic phase, which are the characteristics of all the living organisms. And in all the living organisms show two phases in their life cycle: haploid phase and diploid phase. Haploid phase we call as gametophytic phase, and diploid phase we call as sporophytic phase. But the characteristic feature of algae is that both the phases are independent. Both the phases are independent. And in most other living organisms, either gametophyte is independent and sporophyte is dependent on them, or sporophyte is independent and gametophyte is dependent on the sporophyte. But in alga, we see both gametophytic phase and sporophytic phase, both haploid and diploid phases, they are dominant, they are independent, independent. But gametophytic phase, that is haploid phase, it is dominant. It is dominant. It is dominant. It is dominant. And a gametophytic phase is dominant. Gametophytic phase is dominant. And these two phases, that is gametophytic phase and sporophytic phases, they show a distinct alternation of generation. They show a distinct alternation of generation. And if we see a distinct alternation of generation of two phases, that is gametophytic phase and alternation of generation of two phases, that is gametophytic phase and heterophytic phase. And these two phases, that is gametophytic phase and sporophytic phase, these two phases may be isomorphic or heteromorphic. And in some alga, the two phases, that is gametophytic phase and sporophytic phase, they are similar. They are morphologically similar, which we call isomorph. Morph means morphology, external structure. Iso means similar. They may be similar. Hetero means different, or they may be different. They may be different. And there is this distinct alternation of generation of these gametophytic and sporophytic phases. And these sporophytic and gametophytic phases, they may be isomorphic or heteromorphic. This is all about the characteristic features, silent features of alga. And we have now studied in detail the silent features of alga. Let me repeat the points which we have taken today. First, we have discussed reproduction and sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction takes place by the fusion of gametes. Sexual reproduction takes place by the fusion of gametes, which may be isogames, anisogames, or oogames. Isogamy means where both the fusing gametes are similar in size and may be motile or non-motile. The example of the fusion where gametes are similar but motile is Spirogyra, is Eulothrix, and the case where the gametes are non-motile, it is Spirogyra. Second is anisogamy, where both the gametes are similar in size but motile. Example is Odorrana. Oogamy, where male gamete is smaller but motile and female gamete is larger and non-motile. Example is Volvox and Fucus. Another point is sex organs are produced in sex organs called gametangia. Now, algal thala may be homothelic, that is monoecious or bisexual, or heterothelic, that is dioecious or unisexual. Now, sex organs may be unicellular or multicellular, but always non-jacketed except Cara. The embryo stage, the characteristic feature of the alga is that embryo stage is lacking. Now, algal life cycle shows haplontic, diplontic, or haplodiplontic life cycle. Algal pigments, the various algal pigments are chlorophylls, carotenoids, and phycobilins. Reserve food materials in the form of polysaccharides. However, true storage is found in green alga only. Now, the life cycle of alga, it shows two phases: gametophytic phase and sporophytic phase. Gametophytic phase is haploid phase, sporophytic phase is diploid phase. Both the phases are independent, but gametophytic phase is dominant. Now, there is a distinct alternation of generation of these two phases, that is gametophytic and sporophytic phases. Now, these two phases, they may be isomorphic or heteromorphic. This is all about the silent features of alga. I hope you have understood this with this is all about for today. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.